Hi, I'd like to share a little tool with you that was developed by a lovely client of mine called Dave. Hi, Dave. There's his shout out. And he's always coming up with good ideas. And in fact, I've talked about some other things, but I haven't necessarily given him credit in previous videos. So I'll give you full credit. Right. He said, okay, I've been thinking about this. I've been labeling my thoughts pleasant, neutral, or unpleasant. And I've been stamping on unpleasant thoughts, which means he's been allowing pleasant thoughts in, he's been allowing neutral thoughts in, but he's been stamping on unpleasant thoughts. And he's created a mantra, which is, I only allow useful thoughts. And so whenever he has an unpleasant thought, he does the stop exercise, gives himself a twang with a rubber band, says stop, sees a stop sign and says 10 times, I only allow useful thoughts, I only allow useful thoughts. And he's find that really helpful because, you know, my motto is that problems exist and persist in the absence of an alternative. And we always have to have an alternative. Otherwise, really, there's nothing we can do about a problem. And so he's created this alternative to unpleasant thoughts. Because actually, what would you do with an unpleasant thought? You try to push it away. You argue with it. You avoid thinking about it. All of those are unhelpful processes generally, okay? He just says, okay, I recognize that's an unpleasant thought and I'm not going to allow it to have headspace. So he uses an alternative, which is I only allow useful thoughts. I only allow useful thoughts. And he's finding it really helpful because it's empowering and it makes him feel more in emotional control. So I wanted to share that with you. Any tools like that, anything that you can do as a way of challenging or changing, as a way of creating an alternative to the problem is typically useful. And, you know, you use it for a bit and then you find a new variation of something. So it's a really creative process. So I want to share that with you. Thanks, Dave, once again. And I look forward to talking to you next time.